Here we go on a Saturday. Man, look, it's 22 degrees out here. And in Chicago, it actually feels a little bit cooler than that. And so in this community right here, I'm actually fixing and flipping 4 properties all within a 1-mile radius. And so, you know, for my newbie investors, it's like the first thing that you have to do is you have to decide what you want. You know, it doesn't make a difference. It doesn't make a difference like, you know, how quick you get the property. It's all about what do you want. That property has to fulfill your purpose. You know, that property is there for you. So once you decide what it is you want from this property, meaning, you know, if it's a buy and hold, meaning how much net income do I look to receive from this property every month? This is something that I did early on. I had a purpose, right? I was saying that I wanted to live in a certain house and I needed to net $1,500 a month from my property. That's what was going to make it worth it to me. And so I went looking for properties that was going to fulfill my purpose. That actually cut the fat. I didn't need a property that was going to make me $300, $500. I needed a property that was going to net me close as possible to the $1,500. Why? Because I needed this property to take care of my house note. So I need you guys, whoever's just getting started in real estate, that's how you start. You figure out what it is you're looking for this property to fulfill in your life. Once you find out what that is, then now you go back to your real estate broker and you tell them, I'm looking for properties that's going to make me X amount of dollars. Why? Because I need to fulfill this purpose. See, if you don't come up with the purpose, your real estate broker will come up with the purpose for you. Let's go. All right, so I talked to you guys about having a purpose, right? So that's how I started off. You know, as a newbie, the first thing you do before you start looking at properties is you start with the purpose. Purpose is the very first thing because the purpose is going to tell you how much money you want to make from this investment. Now look, all you guys know, I'm the 9-to-5 millionaire, right? So, you know, if you just think about the 9-to-5 mentality, right? Before you start working your job, and granted, you wanted to work for this company, you know, you really wanted to do whatever job it is that you wanted to do, but one of the questions in the interview that you wanted to know was what? How much money are you going to pay me? Exactly, right? Because you can't do it for free. You still got a family to take care of. So once you got past how much money, then you thought to yourself, okay, it's worth it, whether it was worth it or not. If it wasn't worth it, then you said, no, this job is not paying enough. I need to go find another job. In that same way, you have to make sure that your investment is worth it to you. You got to make sure, guys, imagine doing all of this work and it's not bringing you in something that's life-changing for you. And what I mean by life-changing is, I don't mean you have to necessarily become a millionaire on one deal, but what I am saying that this purchase should take care of something in your life. Now, you got 2 sides to it. You have the passive income side, right? So if you're going to do a buy and hold, you want to make sure that the net income, meaning once you get the gross rents, after you pay your liabilities, meaning the mortgage, upkeep, property management, that the amount that's left over is the net income. That's the monthly net cash flow from this property. Whatever that number is, should be something that makes you feel good every time you get it. Kind of like your paycheck on your job, right? So the other side now is doing a buy and hold. If you're going to do a fix and flip. Now, if you're going to do a fix and flip, so the same way how you was looking, what's the net cash flow? After I collect the rents and then I pay the mortgage and the expenses, the money left over is the net cash flow. So now think about a fix and flip. Same kind of thing. But after I purchase this property, after I do the renovations, you know, and then you look at what's the value of the building, the difference is what's yours. The difference is your net income is what you're going to receive from doing this flip. So I had a purpose for this property right behind me, right? This property is a 2-unit building and it has a duplex. We talked about this before, where the first floor duplex is to the basement. The second floor is another apartment. So this is a 2-family building. Now I'm not gonna keep this building for cash flow. Why? Because it wouldn't have, I have a certain amount in my mindset that I want to receive every month from a property. And this building would not fulfill that. But what it does for my life is it gives me a certain amount that I can get once I sell the property. So this is a fix and flip. I'm gonna take you guys inside and show you exactly how to start off and where to put the money in a fix and flip. Let's go. All right, so look, we're inside of this property right now, and what we're doing, like I told you before, we're doing a fix and flip. All right, so that's the purpose. I identified before I purchased this property what I was gonna do here, and that's important. That's a tip, all right? You have to know what you're going to do with the property before you purchase it. And the reason why is because if you're gonna do a buy and hold, then there's certain things that you might leave in the building, right? Because you're gonna have this property for a long time. But if you're gonna do a fix and flip, then there's things also that you wanna go in and change. So I'm gonna just show you guys in this property that I'm doing now. I always change the plumbing, the electrical, the HVAC, because a lot of times these things have been there for a long time and you wanna make sure that the mechanicals are in good working order. So if you just look at this property here, we did a complete gut, right? And a complete gut is we totally knocked down all the walls. So if you just look at the walls, but here, we took it down to the bricks. We took it to the bricks so we can put new framing up. We can run all new electrical piping, all right? We can put all new plumbing in. And so in this property, I love what I've noticed is open concept, right? When I do the open concept, Chicago has a lot of apartments and they're all cut up. You know, this is how they made these properties, but I'm noticing that properties sell quicker when you're able to open the properties up. And so what we did here, it was an actual bedroom to the side here, and it was a smaller bedroom. I took the wall out, and then now I opened it up, so this now gives a larger living room space. As you see, I placed the lights all throughout the place, you know, and you guys are getting a chance to see it in its raw form. All right, you can see all of the framing, all of the new support beams in. You can see all of the new electrical wires in. I felt like this apartment should have at least 4 bedrooms. Why? Because I noticed that apartments in the area that has 4 bedrooms on the first floor, these places don't even stay on the market for no more than 2 days. And so that's the thing, guys. It's all about speed. How quick do your property stay on the market? And so the market will let you know if you overpriced your property, you know, it'll let you know if you know, the type of renovation you did, and take that information that you get, take it and then use it for the next flip that you do, all right? All you gotta do is just start with one. A lot of you guys that's starting off right now, if this might be your first fix and flip, I'm telling you, start with one and learn. Make sure that you're not just putting everything on your contractor or your team. You know, of course, they're the professionals that's going to guide you through the process, but you need to learn because you're going to be doing this for the next 2, 3, 4 years. So anybody out there, your purpose might be, all right, I want to do a fix and flip because I want to start a business. You don't have to go to the bank to get money for your business. You can go to, it's easier to go to the bank, a hard money lender, to get money for your real estate and then use this money now to go towards your business. I always tell people, you are one property away from starting this business that you've been dreaming about starting. See, you got a back door, whatever it is in life that you want to do. You might be great at something else, but you just don't have the funds to get that thing going. So use real estate. See, real estate to me has been nothing more than a vehicle. It's been a vehicle to get me to the next destination in my life. And you too can use this as a vehicle to get you to whatever it is in life you're supposed to be doing. I don't look at banks like I do anymore. Now I look at, instead of looking at seeing money in the bank, I see money in the bricks. It's money all around you here. You just have to come up with the vision, the determination, and you got to come up with the execution plan to get your money out of here, all right?